So today is the first daily with the new champions on the live version of the game. So I'm pretty excited. Let's jump into the game. Well, to the daily challenge. So for today, we have Melting, Remnant and Hellhorned as our clans, both the exiled versions, so we will be playing with the Queen Simplings and the primitive molds, as well as Little Fate as our champion, which is pretty nice. Basically the Queen Simplings can serve a similar purpose as the Dregs usually do in Remnant, so they are not terrible reform targets. Not amazing, but it's okay. So the primitive mold has some use no matter what. However, we have some modifiers, and the first one is particularly spicy. Start with Dante the Deceptive and 3 Dante's Candle. We also have Moth Magic. Whenever a damage spell hits a unit, ascend it, and no fluff. All cards have 1 fewer upgrade slots. So let's jump in and see what's going on. We start with Hello Drippings, Welder Helper and Resin Removal. Looks like we currently don't have any use for the Hello Drippings. Forgot to check the bosses. Let me do that real quick. We will be fighting Daedalus with damage shield bombs. We will be fighting Icarus, and I can't see the icon very well. That's Days, and I think it's Harvest. And finally we'll be fighting Seraph the Temperant, so the Sep version. Okay, well, we have an intrinsic Dante. So intrinsic means he will always start in our opening hand. Currently he 3 blights in the deck, so multi-strike 3, but only 1 upgrade slot on Dante. I hope I can find a large stone for him. That would be the ideal upgrade, I think. Resin Removal is nice to have against Sep Seraph, and Welder Helper can help keep Dante alive. So which version of Little Fate do we want? Not sure yet. Railhammer and Exploding Candle. I like Exploding Candle as AoE, but we don't have burnout units just yet, but we can make them with primitive mold out of these imps, for example, so it's still not a bad thing. Railhammer on the other hand, we have 2 Welder Helpers already. Armor could be a decent way to keep Dante, for example, alive. Not sure. Either one is pretty tempting. None of them is really broken. So what are Little Fate's upgrade paths? We have this Little Icarus one with spikes, slay gain, spikes and attack permanently. We have the Eternal Flame, I think it's called, who gets attack and health whenever it dies. And we have the Extinguish, apply attack, health and burnout. That could work pretty well with Dante as a way to buff him, but we will be applying burnout. But we have these Hello Drippings. Let's go Railhammer. There is quite a bit of synergy between Little Icarus and armor gain. That's a good way of keeping her alive. And yeah, if we went with... considering we went with Railhammer, Little Icarus is exactly what I want. Because the armor on her is a way to keep her alive and get slays with the spikes. This is 12 damage. I'm not getting a slay just yet. We can reform this imp. Protect Dante. Do want to play the candle. I don't want to take damage yet. Actually, this is better because trains your tanks both hit, so the Queen Simpling actually gets to attack. Not sure how we deal with these guys yet. That kind of works. I feel like our draw has been pretty bad so far. Man, this is a mess. Tough first fight. And we didn't get a single slay yet. Pretty disappointing. Yeah, that didn't work out. Okay, this fight is much trickier than I thought it would be. Mostly because the first wave is really annoying. And we lack damage. We seriously lack damage. We need to find a way to get a slay with Little Fade. That should be our priority right now. But these Apprentices of Light with 7 attack are so annoying. I am not sure how I can get a slay here. I really don't see it. No, I do see it. I do see it. We need to have her face the second wave. Or maybe we should have her die against the... this still doesn't work. This should work, but it's not great. Yeah, this sucks. I don't like it at all. Dante is so weak right now. Give me Little Fade. Yeah, can't find Little Fade. Well, at least this time we got ass layoff. Just one. We have almost guaranteed a primitive mold in the next hand. If we hit... What can we hit? Not this. Not this either. Ah! I don't want to take so much damage. This first fight is brutal. I didn't think it was going to be. Final try. Yeah, this should help. At least a bit. 6 health is still too low. Maybe we can reform her a second time next turn. Well, it's still random because of the Queen Simpling dying. Counting on it. There we go. It's the only way to catch the top floor, huh? It's not even enough. She doesn't have any spikes yet. Well... we could take 7 damage. We're taking more because of the healer. 14 damage. I said last try, so let's just deal with it. Wait. Well, in the end I took even more damage. But at least we get the second floor boss kill this time. I think that's overall a better score than what I would have gotten the other way around. And we got 2 slays. I think it was 2. Weak Clash, Dripfall, Hello at Drippings. I like Dripfall. Went Fortify Inferno. Went is pretty... Fortify is pretty cool with Railhammer and Little Fate. Wickless Baron seems very nice. Steelwalker isn't bad either. But do we need a tank with all this armor we are applying? Maybe not. Okay. Whew. I need an upgrade on Dante. 100 gold should be enough. That's the upgrade I want. Okay, with this things should get a lot easier, and now it's only about optimizing score in terms of bottom floor kills and getting a few slays on Little Fate. That's gonna be important as well. Sure, that's it. Oh no, it's not. Because of the... Right. Dante was gonna be too big anyways. Yeah, that's fine. No reform yet. We have to apply some armor to Dante, I guess. Why? Yeah, I wanna burn these. Well, she burns out instantly anyways. Can we get a kill with her? Let's dispel the spikes. She doesn't kill the frontliner, she will kill the backliner. Yeah, that's good enough. This challenge is pretty tough for Little Fate. Draft, Molten Encasement. I don't think I need stealth. And I don't think I need a draft, but it's not a bad idea to pick one up. Yeah, I think I'll take one. A second Fortify, another Welder Helper. I think I'll take a second Fortify. Armor is gonna be my main defensive mechanic. Dante is completely upgraded because of the no fluff modifier. And the other units are not as critical. And we have not that much gold, so I'm gonna go for the relic instead. Check strips, infused mallet. I'll take check strips. It might take away some slays sometimes, but most of the time we're gonna set up on the bottom floor anyway. So it just makes sure that the guys, the backliners that survive Little Fate, get through to... don't get through to the top. Do we want that? It seems highly unnecessary at this point. I'll take the gold instead. We always have Dante on the first turn, and it's pretty hard for enemies to get past him. And by the time this changes, which will be after Icarus, by that time we will have no use for train stealers anyways. Gives me this lay on the disabled foot soldier. No. Ah, that sucks. I do want her back. Well, she's gonna burn out anyway, so it's fine for her to be in the front. What do we do with the queen simpling? It's gonna burn out as well, right? So it doesn't really matter. And now I can't get back my Little Fate reliably because I have so many dead imps. Yeah, these imps are a problem. We have way too many units in this deck. I am starting to realize. Oh, there she is again. Very unlikely to get a yeah. With Burnout 2 she can't. It's impossible. Yeah, I think we are way behind Little Fate scaling, so... Transcend Imp. Dark Deal? Yeah, Dark Deal. I would like Imps, but Dark Deal is just too strong. What did we even get from the Conceal Caverns? I forgot. Oh yeah, it was the relic, the useless one. Mushroom of Magic, Unstable Vortex. This is pretty tempting. Yeah, we need removals. Do we need capacity? Probably not that much. Let's get draw first. Holdover. Yeah, I guess. That's just strong. Do we want a cost reduction? I think so. Question is, what do we want to cost reduce? Gripball maybe. Most likely. Let's remove a few cards. Train Stewards are bad. Hello Drippings aren't great. But they are 0 cost and consume. The Stewards are 1 cost and require capacity, and Filler Bar. Reform Pool. The Imps are also not great, the Queen's Implings, but they should still be better than Train Stewards. Most of the time. Could buy another Perch. What's on the next floor gonna be? Not sure. Could go either way. 5 attack, 1 health. No. No, I want her to grow faster. It's pretty important. We need quite a lot of growth now. Spell Shield. That should be fine. Can't really do much with the spikes against those guys, so that makes it pretty hard to get slays. 13 spikes plus 17 attack, that's almost enough to get slays. Almost. Actually with the Queen's Impling behind her we can get a slay, but we can never get rid of the Queen's Impling because we don't have anything except for Dark Deal. Maybe I play a Dark Deal on the Queen's Impling. Well, now we have more power, so that's what something, huh? I might need the Dark Deal somewhere else this turn. We are playing with Moth Magic. I forgot. Oh. Well, that's not good. Oh man. Moth Magic, why? How did I miss that? Well, it's not a big deal. Right now. This Dark Deal. It's such a bad card. Why did I pick such a bad card? How am I not getting any slays with Little Faye? That's... It's getting harder and harder to get slays the longer I wait on it. I hate it. Well, I can dispel it. It's fine. But I need to get these layers. They are so important. Well, it looks like we're just gonna ascend the boss. I mean, with Dark Deal. Uh-oh. This makes me uncomfortable, but it's enough, so I won't complain. Kill will most likely go to Dante. I should be able to prevent that. There we go. The rest of the melted subsuming blade for the very... Subsuming blade will also ascend. Yeah, I want another ascend. Impressive Impish Scholar imp in a box. Scholar probably not that great with only the Hello drippings as targets. Imp in a box can be decent, but it's probably not where this deck wants to go. Impressive is fine to sacrifice the Welder Helpers, for example. It also ascends the enemies, but that's... If we give it some spell power, it will instead just kill the enemies. And I think I want to go for the spell upgrade. Let's take a look at the Hellhorned first. Bone Shine Bone Rattler. No. That's not what I want. Double stack. That's not even great. Just 5 extra armor for 1 increase in cost. I'm gonna cost reduce the subsuming blade. I don't think we have anything. Oh no, this does benefit from it. Consume. I only really needed to kill a single imp most of the time, so actually this is fine. Another holdover. Much less important, the second one. Cost reduce the resin removal, not like we want to do anything else with that. Remove the train steel. I'm not sure what to do with that Baron yet. It feels like it's hard to fit in. Crystal Cloak, huh? $19 damage. Well, that's a slay at least. Uh-oh. 2 primitive molds in this hand. Means only 1 left in the deck. And primitive mold really isn't reliable. I mean, I guess that's not a surprise, huh? figured we're not gonna have the damage there. That helps, I guess. Bottom floor isn't looking too great either. Oh, nice. Makes things a little better on this floor. Little Fate has now burnout 1. 6 health, so she's gonna die pretty much immediately. Okay, that is good. Spikes 28. Almost enough. Hi Alex, welcome. Thinking about this. Yeah, that gives me a slay. But how do I deal with the crystal cloak? No idea. That doesn't help much. Not like we're gonna kill before the top floor anyways. Okay, that's pretty decent. At least some spikes damage, some blocks, some stealth removed from this guy. 11 health, gains +6, 17 health, 26 health. That's another hit tank. So 2 hits for the little fate, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no stealth left when he comes to the top floor. So let's get Dante ready to kill. That's good stats at least. Resin removal a bit too late. Tough fight. Targeted reform, we need it. Ascendant armor. Ascendant days. Phew. Might want that Ascendant days. Can we find... Quick, not really what I want. What's in here? Oh! 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 Mini Dante? Large mini Dante? That seems good. Where's the next tube? Right before Seraph. Definitely gonna cut this train steward. What else? Targeted reform helps a lot. Large stone. That might not work out too well for us. Let's get the health. And then we remove Train Steward and we remove an Impling. Hello, a Dripping, Straff. Yeah, it's an Impling. The Drippings is still useful. By the way, I forgot to mention, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime, Alex, for the 4th month in a row. Very much appreciated. It's already been 4 months, huh? Didn't feel that long. So we have a Rally Dark Shard on the bottom floor. Sure. I don't care. I am gonna keep this now. This is Harvest. So we shouldn't kill our imp this turn, huh? Is that what you're saying? Fine, we'll kill imps on other floors. Come down here. I wanna hit you with Dante. Now we are farming. Which Dark Shard is this? Rally? Let's hunt him down. What's available? Draft, Queen Simpling. Graph is nice. Hey Nightbreeze, welcome. It's been a rough start, but it's looking decent now. We finally find a spot to farm some upgrades on Little Fate. How do we do this? I am tempted to just triple primitive molds. Oh, I only need to play twice. I can still play the subsuming blade as well. Okay, that's pretty good. Do we want to resin removal as not resin removal, Queen Simpling? Queen Simpling is probably better here. Resin removal to get rid of these, and how much damage is this? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Yeah. think it's time for Dante to return to this floor, because this is most likely where we're gonna face Icarus. Should have Dark Dealed him before I descended him, but that's fine. Do we get... yeah, that's definitely worth. Wrong order. This one first. And that one. No idea who's getting the kill here. I hope it's Little Faye, but... yeah, was Dante. Had to be expected. Transcendent, still pretty tempting. One extra ember. We are a bit low on it. Relics, unstable vortex, pyre health. I think I want the removals and the relics. Resin block. Not really. Scorched Steel, on the other hand, is pretty tempting. Weirdly enough. What are the ideal relics? Anything that gives me extra draw would be nice. Yeah, these are not amazing. Fate's First Blade. That could be good. Let's take Consumer Crown. It's quite a bit of damage. Extra attack. I'm gonna keep one Queen Simpling in the deck just so the Transcendium can access it. And I guess we remove a Drippings. Not a Dripfall. A Drippings. The better growth is much less important now. But we don't want endless on it. These guys. I don't like these guys. Pull you down. You wanna be on the bottom floor now. That's not enough. Well, we can just let you go pass. Well, our armored Little Fate plan is finally working out. Well, not getting a kill on this guy with Little Fate anyway. So we might as well not have to deal with burnout. With burnout, I mean Ember Drain. Ha ha ha. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe it does? Yeah. Should still be lethal. Easily. Just to guarantee the kill goes on Little Faith. None of these. Rage Serum is good with Dante. Yeah, good enough. Demon units. We don't have any demon units. Lightstone casing. That might be good. What's in the shop? Holdover. We could hold over Subsuming Blade. How necessary is that though? Can just hold over Tiresome Climb instead. That's also an ascent. An additional Dante doesn't even do much. We want an additional Dark Deal. That's the way to scale. Is there anything else we need or want? Not really, I think we're fine. Might as well remove some cards. Maybe the draft now. And a primitive mold? No, the Hello Drippings. If we remove the draft, it becomes even less important. Okay. Well, Sap is a bit annoying for Dante, but we do have the resin removal, so things should be okay. Wicked Blaze in the opening hand. Shouldn't we just let Transcend him die so we can reform it? I guess so. Well, don't want to give this guy armor, is the problem. Maybe we don't. Now we have Burnout on her, which is not exactly ideal. That kills the Shade Wings. That kills the Light Wings. It doesn't kill the Dark Wings. Start stacking Jason the Seraph. reform this turn. Send Dante up. Double welder hull for the top floor. Lead. No, Tarzan climb. Let's get rid of the Zap first. Tarzan climb this guy out of the way. Well, in theory, Little Fate was supposed to get these guys out of the way. We might need her on the top floor. 11 health, that kills the Shade Wings, almost kills this guy. I don't really want this Queen Simpling in the reform pool. I'd rather keep it in hand. No Little Fate this turn, that's annoying. We need Dante to hit harder. How does that not change the combat math? Well, this guy will die to check straight. And there's our bottom floor kill. Okay. That was a tough boss fight. Rough draw we had there. But in the end our Little Fate pulled through. That's not gonna be a top score. But that was a surprisingly tough daily. Dante was more of a liability than anything. In the end, Little Fate grew pretty sizable. Dante was, yeah, I mean, he was a pretty good Dark Deal user. So, nothing wrong with that. And we are in 7th place. That's not actually bad. I thought we would be lower when I saw the score. But yeah, today is a pretty hard daily. Let's look at a few of these top decks. I wonder how they managed. 5-turn boss rush against Seraph. 5-turn boss rush against Icarus. So how did they do it? They didn't rely on Little Fate. They had a super large Dante. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes him a bit more impressive. Ah. Consumer of crowns with multi-strike and Gurk's Gold. How did I play the consumer? Just imps? Seems like it's just imps. I didn't find the consumer of crowns, so... I mean, with 4 imps and 2 imps in a box, with wing clippings, still not reliable in any way, but should usually be able to get it out after after 1 or 2 turns. And they had 2, so if they drew 1 in the opening hand, they could still play 1 next turn possibly. Okay, I can see that. Reasonable deck. This guy, 5-turn boss rush against... Okay, 5-turn boss rush against Seraph and Arcos. Extinguish the Eternal Flame, Little Fade. Dante with Strength Stone and Major Refraction. Transcend Imp, Well Helper Consumer. Inferno. Ah, Intent on Death spam on Little Fade. 120 attack for every Intent on Death played. Okay, that's a lot. Hide her behind Dante and then... Yeah, that just works out. These imps didn't really have... Well, he still has Consumer of Crowns as well. I did see the Intent on Death, but at that point I was... Well, I took the other Little Fate, so that was not an option for me. Another Intent on Death? No. No Intent on Death. Rage on Dante makes sense. That's also quite good. Paraffin Thug with multi-strike, so they had a lot of gold. Huh, okay. Yeah, they didn't have a super powerful deck, just basic. But they had a lot of coins for their score, so... Okay, interesting challenge.